realize I don't have a chair. You're a smart boy. I'm watching the levels.
Well, that's for just for his film. You have to lean into the mic.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Think about FedEx. They should be able to do this like super pro, like.
What? Like the chair?
Yeah.
Did we ever come up with topics?
Nope. Yeah.
What?
We're talking about how we met.
Yeah, we're talking about our past.
Just random about everything else.
Yeah.
Because we got McDonald's too.
I mean, we can
That's
probably
yeah, I did have McDonald's.
We could probably talk about literally anything and probably make something out of it.
This is very awkward for me.
Is that good? I don't know. I'm probably bleeding into both microphones.
Feels like we're about to do the best man speech at a wedding. Like Gabe's getting married.
Alright, there. I'll just edit that out.
Wait, which of us is the best man in that scenario?
It's obviously me.
At your own wedding?
Yeah, at my own wedding, I'm the best man.
I don't know. Just the best man usually sit on the right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. Oh look, I actually don't know.
I've never been married before, okay?
Yeah, I've never died before. I don't know how to get to the funeral. Alright, welcome to the first dumb podcast or whatever.
Believe it or not, Scott, I'm actually on the fence about whether or not you could be my best man because I don't want to make you public speak.
Oh,
But at the same time, you're my first choice.
Aww.
Top
You guys-
10 anime betrayals.
You guys can like split the responsibility. You can do
Alright.
the speech. He can have.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do the speech. I don't know.
No, I'd write it and Gabe would speak it.
Under one condition, I get to be the bottom half of the horse costume.
That's the part you want to be.
Yeah, that's the part I want to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd do it. I'd do it for you.
Oh.
I'd make it happen.
I don't know. I'm halfway tempted just to name a pineapple my best man, so they don't have to worry about the stress of causing discord among people.
Okay, but then how? Okay.
Mr. Potato had like accessories, like the eyes, and the arms,
Just
8 legs, an octopus and a pineapple.
So just like have the ring clasped in a hand and just like. So you would literally have to ask somebody to be the handler for the best man.
Can you hold
because
my
it's a
best man?
pineapple. Yeah. Listen, I didn't make you the best man. I just need you to hold the best man.
Yeah. You're the assistant to the best man.
And if the best man winds up murdered before the wedding, or possibly put in the fruit salad, we know who to look to.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that Stooges bit. Like Curly, they forced him to get married. And,
Which time?
And like Mo.
They did that to Shemp too.
Yeah. Then Mo and Larry walk up to the pastor or whatever. All right, Reverend, what do you need? I'm his best man. This is his worst. I want to do that.
Three Stooges really are a gem.
Yeah.
Like the one time they're in the courtroom and like.
Oh, that one's
and
a classic.
Curly's being what is it, sworn in?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, do you
Do
swear?
you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Do it again.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Are you trying to give me the double talk?
Why don't you answer him?
He's talking pig Latin. I don't know what he's saying.
He's asking you if you'll swear.
No, but I know all the words.
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably my favorite line from it all.
That's the greatest one I've ever seen. I'm sorry.
Really?
Like, I've not seen all of them. Like, I've seen a good bit. That's my favorite. Might be biased because it's my first one. It was the first Curly one I ever saw full
Really?
way through.
Yeah.
I still love it.
It's definitely a good one. My dad's favorite is, have you seen the census takers one?
Possibly.
It's, you kind of have to see it to appreciate it, but Mo just gives this super over-the-top reactions. Like, even for Stooges, it's like over the top. So the bit is, they're census takers. They're like running away from a cop or something, and they end up in a census office, and they accidentally get signed up to take the census. And so the first house they stop at is like a mansion, and Curly's just like wandering around, and he just goes into the kitchen. He's like, just puts the chef hat on, and just starts cooking.
Oh no.
And then Mo comes in and is like, "Hey, chef, I was wondering if I could help you to take the census." Or whatever. And, however you say it. And Crow's like, "Oh, you got me at a busy time." He's like, "Well, it'll only take a moment. Where were you born? Lake Winnipesaukee." How do you spell it? W-O Wolf. Make it Lake Erie. I got an uncle there. Alright. How many in the family? I was one of the litter of 3, and I was the one they kept. He turns around, and it's Mo, and he like squeezes a bottle and shoots.
Yes, he does like.
Yeah, he shoots something into his face. So Mo slaps him and whatever. He like leaves the room. He goes into this other room, and there's 2 couches facing away from each other. They're like back to back.
Okay.
And the side Mo's on, this guy that we don't know is reading the paper.
It's gonna be Larry. I'm calling it now.
On the other side, Larry is also reading the paper. And so Mo can't see the guy's face on his side. "Excuse me, stranger, I was wondering if I could do a census poll for you," or however you say it again.
Do the census thing.
Do the census thing.
Yeah.
And Larry goes, "Yeah, go ahead." Like, where were you? All right. "How many in the family?" "I was one of a litter of 3. I was like, "Don't tell me you were the one they kept." "Nah, I'm the one they threw away." And he goes, "Yeah!" He grabs the other guy's head. Oh, and like starts shaking it. And bang on it. The guy pulls the newspaper away from him. He's like, My dad loses it every time we see that part.
I'm gonna be honest. I may need to change my pants. That was very frightening. Scott like very ferociously like almost grabbed my head and started shaking me.
He briefly became a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare.
Yeah.
He looked like a boss battle from Bloodborne, but it's an instant kill right off the bat.
It was like Bilbo in Rivendell.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a level higher.
I was thinking about that scene recently, like how, from like that film's perspective, it's so out of nowhere and in a way so needless. And then I realized it's Gollum foreshadowing. Like if you watch those without any knowledge of the books or anything, that scene is actually a brilliant way of saying like, you see that? Picture that, but like 10 times worse.
Like that
Yeah.
compounded by 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the madness
Or
that
however
sets
long,
in
yeah.
over X amount of years.
Yeah, 10 years times a couple billion.
Yeah. To the point where really Smeagol is really just consisting off of raw fish.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Orc. He eats orc too.
That is- yeah.
He's on the carnivore diet.
Yeah, for sure.
That is fascinating that he's capable enough to catch fish, though.
And that there's enough fish in the pool to sustain him for however long he's been, unless like there's a constant flow.
Well, he eats
Yeah.
orcs too, remember?
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but even still, like being able to catch a fish with your bare hand is very difficult.
Yeah.
Well, he also has like heightened sight.
Yeah.
That's something the movies don't really go into. Like his
eyes glow.
His owl eyes.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
They
actually.
consist of like 80 big anime eyes. Yeah. Man. Yeah.
There's another movie we need to show. Have you seen Robots the whole way through?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Robots, for those of you who don't know, is a gem.
Yes. It's like Shrek but blue sky.
Actually,
And Robin Williams is one of the characters, so if you don't like anything else about it, at least appreciate
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
And if you don't like that, there's a big booty. What was her name?
Aunt Fanny.
Aunt Fanny.
Fanny!
We brought someone.
She literally like keeps the whole family in her butt,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, that's a part of the movie.
Next time we'll get a cab.
That's actually something that drives the plot forward. Is
Yeah.
how big her rump is, or how much junk she can fit into her trunk, as Fender put it.
Oh. Never thought of it that way. Yeah.
Oh, there's so
And
many.
then like, Ewan McGregor was the main character, right?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Okay.
Doing an American accent.
Rodney Big
Which-
Bottom, Copper Bottom, Copper Bottom.
Beautiful name, Big Bottom. Dude, she's got like the semi backup beep. As
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
goes into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a vehicle that had like a speaker on the back of it that goes vehicle reversing? And it
No.
goes deet, deet, deet. I guess in some other countries, I'm not sure where. That's a thing somewhere.
Huh.
Like they audibly just go like reversing.
Yeah, there's like a speaker on it that'll do that.
I want one.
Which
Huh.
that would make more sense to me than just unaudible beeping, like unintelligible just beeping.
Yeah.
I would want them custom. I wouldn't
Exactly.
want mine. I would want mine to go. He going backwards, y'all. Or no. Or just take it back now, y'all.
Or Tomater going, I'm the world's best backwards driver, Prilosec.
No, whenever you like the alarm whenever you get close to something.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
just it's
yeah.
just Mater going.
Oh man.
I feel bad for you editing later. I was way too close to the mic.
Yeah, I don't think I was as far away when I did the. He back it up now, y'all.
No, I'll figure it out later. That's a later problem for a later game.
No.
Past Gabe's a big jerk.
Yeah, I've gotten mad at past Luke so many times.
Yeah.
Too bad I have to live with him. Not past Luke, but past Gabe.
Yeah.
I lived with Luke 5 minutes ago. There's a nice sitcom.
Yeah.
Not a rom-com, but like a sitcom. That turns into a rom-com later.
Yeah. Whenever you and Luke fall in love.
But it's past Luke.
Just pass the Luke in
Yeah.
future games.
and present Luke has no idea any of it's going on.
Yeah.
That would be the most pointless time travel paradox. It's like a person from 5 minutes in the past needing to constantly avoid his present self.
We need to make that. I'd watch that.
Huh. The only
Like,
thing
what did I
like
do
it,
5 minutes ago?
the only thing like it that I can think of is that Julian Smith video, You in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm all in all.
In an hour.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was a pretty good video.
Yeah.
I actually, well, last time we watched that, I actually was watching the donut, and you can see the cropping, just in the very beginning of the shot, when like the first one grabs it, you can see where some of like the cropping cuts out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it's very hard to see. Like you literally have to be looking right at the donut
Okay.
as it happens. So it's still an amazing effect.
Yeah, it came out really well.
Yeah.
But as with all things, it is not perfect.
Just like I love life.
Don't you mention Susan? Don't go into Susan.
Let's do it.
I forgot we have a camera I can do office looks at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to explain how Susan came into our lives?
I really don't remember. It was so long ago.
Really?
I remember what she turned into. I just don't know like the original source of Susan.
Yeah.
Oh no, didn't Susan like date him? Dumped him. Was it dumped him for you?
Yeah.
And then cheated on you
With Zoe.
with Zoe, Gabe's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. And then
and they're still together.
no.
No, they're not.
Oh no,
No.
where's Susan now?
Susan left Zoe for Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and that's where she remains as of now. Yeah.
She clings to him like the moss on the back of a rock. And yes, that was intentional.
That's another Stooge line. Don't worry, you'll get to like me. I grow on people. Yeah, so do warts.
Yeah. So there's Susan, and then there's also Scott's version of Julia.
Yeah.
And
Oh right, that's what Julia is.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought that was I thought we had just joined them with Susan.
No, there's like the same thing, different
yeah.
personalities.
Okay.
Made up fictional characters, obviously,
Yeah.
not based off of anyone of any sort.
I never had an encounter with Susan, that's why I'm completely okay over here.
No, Susan avoided you because you're better looking than her. That'll be the lore.
Yeah, that's now in the lore.
Yeah.
That's in the third appendices.
Yeah. You can't reference things that haven't happened yet.
Oh yeah, sorry, that didn't happen.
It could be a Silmarillion reference. They don't know.
No. I'm gonna edit that out. I never will. I'm gonna say that a lot and never do it.
Yeah. Too much work.
Yeah, it involves pleasure.
I actually, one of the things we did for my classes in Pittsburgh, we were they were showing us how to fill out certain slips you have to have with you when you do jobs, and one of the sections was notes that the employer can make about your performance.
Notes back.
Yeah, sort of. But like they would go to the agency and everything, not just you in general. But we were the ones filling them out. So like you didn't have to put anything in. I wrote in as the note from the employer to me or about me was his blinding handsomeness broke several cameras. That was my fake note.
I'm glad you did something. You didn't just leave it blank. That's like an invitation for something.
I think a bunch of people didn't put anything. I was just like, hey, I mean, this is never going to come back to bite me.
Yeah.
Unlike what I wrote in my actual slip that I did not realize they were going to use, the slip with like my measurement information and everything, I wrote my name as Luke the Dark One Piper.
Oh my god.
Because I didn't know they were actually going to use the slip.
Oh, that's great. All right, you want to?
Well, I think it was. They said if you had a stage name or anything, or like an alias, you could put it in. So I just wrote the Dark One.
Oh, that is amazing. All right, so for those at home that don't know what you're talking about, you want to tell them what area of work you're doing?
51.
Oh, wait, real.
No, for that segment.
Okay, for that segment.
Yeah.
I take I'm currently taking some classes for acting and modeling up in Pittsburgh with a group called Barbizon. They're basically an agency for actors and models, and yeah, that was basically one of the homework. Not the homework, but like one of the activities they did in class to help you get experience and knowledge for some of the things you'll be doing.
Mm.
Sweet. I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought I told you about it.
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
I feel like I've told you.
I don't remember.
I mean, maybe we were setting up Idiocracy, but I'm pretty sure we talked about it while
okay.
Luke was over here.
May have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have been too busy not listening.
Well, and the other cool thing about it, then you might not know this either, the cool thing about it is once I graduate the course, like in July is actually when I graduate, they are my agents.
Sweet.
So I'll be able to get like jobs.
Wait, how long have you been doing this?
It was only like a 4-month course. Yeah, no, the first one was like in
It's once a month?
April. Well, okay, sort of. They've kind of like yes, they're meant like the first one was in April. They took the whole of May off. Then I have 2 this month. I had one June 1st and 2nd, and I've got another one in like a week and a half. And then the last one, the graduation, is in July. Closer to the end of July.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. And I found out about it at Comic-Con.
Huh.
Like, there was literally a booth they had, just basically like, hey, you want to be in a movie? You want to be in, like, TV or whatever? Which, now that I think about it, was kind of deceptive. Because it wasn't that easy. But, yeah, no, like, I put my name into the poll. They said, yeah, okay, go here tomorrow. I went tomorrow. And it was, yeah, they did, like, a seminar on what the group does and everything. And then they basically literally just had a first impression open table interview after the seminar. And they judged, they basically went off of first impressions, like how you looked, your enthusiasm level. And they said, okay, yeah, here's a number, call this number at this time tomorrow, and we'll let you know. And yeah, they took me.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it was... Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they said they're not a they take everybody kind of group. So yeah,
Sweet.
they said, the woman who interviewed me said I had the enthusiasm, I had the passion for it and everything.
You had that can-do attitude.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good.
It did feel good. It felt really good, and I've loved it so far.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finally get to do monologues at the next session, which is what I've been waiting for.
Are you gonna do that Doctor Who?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Not the same one I did for the Lamplighter.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a different one, just because this one has to be shorter.
Oh, okay.
The one in New York, it could be like 3.5 minutes. This one typically has to be 1.
Mm.
So even then, I'm not going to be doing the whole speech, but I know the good cutoff point that I can do.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you have any stories being around the other actors? Like, did you feel nervous at all? Like,
Nah.
you just...
I literally, the first day of this last weekend, I came in dressed as the Phantom of the Opera.
Sweet.
I literally walked in, like, cape on, mask on. I literally came in. One of the guys turns around, he sees me, and he goes, "Luke, you're my hero." And this guy wears a foxtail. He's not a furry,
Oh.
Sure.
but he wears a foxtail.
Yeah.
He's a demi-furry.
He's a demi-furry.
Semi-furry. Demi-furry.
Semi-furry.
Both.
He's
Bye.
bi.
Bye.
Bye, furry.
Bye!
Bye.
That was a video you made. The Best Buy.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I forgot about the Best Buy.
That was on Vimeo. I think.
Was that on Vimeo?
No, it might not
I
have
think
been.
it was.
It was old
It
YouTube.
was the old YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's gotta be so cringy. I haven't gone back to it, but
Same.
I'm still subscribed to it.
I mean, who isn't?
me?
Well, yeah, you don't subscribe to your own channels. That's why we're at 102 subs instead of 103.
No, I did subscribe to our newest one because I got tired of searching that channel.
I can literally find it by typing in "dumb channel," and
Yeah.
so can strangers. Because I was talking to somebody at our town, the after party, and yeah, I was telling him about it, and I showed him how to find it. You can literally type in "dumb channel." It's like the second or third thing that pops up.
Oh, okay.
I know we own the URL dumb channel, like youtube.com/dumb channel.
Oh, sweet!
Like that's our URL.
Awesome.
Not for this podcast, but like I don't know. I don't know where we're uploading this on yet.
I don't know. I have a feeling. Well, I don't know.
Might just make a new channel for it. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna, you know, because it's done.
That's right.
It's future.
Maybe you could tell us.
Yeah, can you tell
Yeah.
us what we should upload this on?
People from the future tell us where this has
Yeah.
been put.
Us in 5 minutes.
That door just bursts open in like 5 minutes.
It's on YouTube! Oh, thanks, Cameron Diaz, the famous black man.
Oh my gosh. What's the backstory for that
I'm
person?
pretty sure I literally just sat back in a chair and went, "Once upon a time, there was a man named Cameron Diaz.
No.
He was a very famous black man."
No. You two are talking about Cameron Diaz, the actual actress. And I have no idea who Cameron Diaz is, still to this day. And I just kind of like, because I had no knowledge on it, so you two were talking about Cameron Diaz. And you're like, "Oh, who played that part? It must have been Cameron Diaz." And I just turned to Scott and went, "Famous black man?" And it went dead silent for like at least 30 seconds. Scott's just like, "Yeah, Gabe, famous black man."
Cameron Diaz.
Do you know who Cameron Diaz is? Then we looked it up, and it is the not very famous and not very black or man.
Yeah.
It's
A
actually,
blonde white woman.
It's a failure on all accounts.
yeah. It's not only the not thing that I said, but it's the opposite.
Yeah. It's Fiona from Shrek.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay,
Actually.
so she's famous, just not.
Yeah, she was also
Nowhere close to
She was
Cameron
also
Diaz.
she was
Yeah.
also in The Mask.
So
That's
she's
true.
nowhere near as famous.
That was actually her
as-
debut.
Alright, so she's like maybe half as famous as Cameron Diaz, a famous black
Oh
man.
no, she's got to be like maybe a
Yeah.
fourth of the way to as
Yeah.
famous as Cameron Diaz,
I mean,
the famous black man.
Yeah, that's very true. Because like Dwayne the Rock Johnson is very, very close to being halfway.
It's
Like-
yeah,
No one's 3/4 of the way yet. I mean, we're on our way, but like,
yeah,
idea.
absolutely.
yeah.
Bump my mic. Are my levels still doing things?
don't know.
I can't see from here.
You think I
Yeah.
can see it?
I know I have a long neck, Scott, but geez, show a little sensitivity.
Come on, giraffe man, you can do it. That's what I call the guy in the closet.
Coup de crayon. No, Gabe, why?
The Grand Crayon. So when we I'm gay.
That hurt my ears.
I want to clip.
Yeah. Yeah, we need something for the intro.
Yeah, oh my god.
Alright.
What was that Michael Jackson laugh you just did?
Sorry.
Oh, you think Michael Jackson could have been an owl? Oh, this is my life.
I hope our rage is audibly apparent.
I can feel
There's a
the
camera right there.
Yeah.
Are we uploading this as an audio and video podcast, or how are we doing this?
Only to YouTube. But like, yeah. If you hear an absence of audio, it's probably because I made a bad joke and they stopped talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I have my theme song.
You get ready to die.
Yes.
We're not allowed to play it.
Yeah, no, I
Copyright.
didn't. I was pretty. Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
It is 7:30.
When did you have a thing?
No.
It was something I was invited to. I don't have to be there, and it's like it's going on through the whole evening. So
It's
it's
a
like
funeral.
it's a.
Like, I don't have to go.
No,
like,
it's
I'm
a-
dead and all, but like,
It's a Tony's viewing party, so it's like
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. I would hardcore pass on that one.
no, we should have went with T-Rex costumes. Like,
Yeah.
we can make.
Oh, I never got to do that. James was telling me about Jeep Fest, how like there were Jurassic Park Jeeps in some
Oh,
places,
yeah.
and like I was gonna try and get Sam's T-Rex costume and wear it in and run after the T-Rex Jeep,
Oh, that's awesome.
the Jurassic Park Jeep. I mean,
Must go faster.
Must go faster.
Okay, so
I completely forgot. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Cooper's like.
So Luke's current job is my former job at Cooper's Lake. They just host a lot of events like Jeep Fest, Pennsic. Pennzic's a giant Renaissance fair. I got a lot of stories about that for whenever we run out of topics.
He really does.
Yes, I love them.
It's amazing.
So many.
I'm both terrified and excited to have my own stories about Pennsic. Mostly terrified because
Yeah.
Gabe is far better at diffusing that kind of situation than I am. I would probably just stand there and stammer uncomfortably.
Oh, have you met Anubis yet?
No,
He's a man. He's a man.
he's a man. Yeah.
All right, so he's about 5'8", 5'9". You know, average build. He's built the same way I am.
Oh, okay.
But he never wears a shirt, never wears pants. He wears a leather kilt, like an armor kilt. He has a tattoo from about
So he's Kratos?
kind of just less buff. He's not strong whatsoever. His build is very oblong.
Oblong?
And so he has tattoos from like his chin, like his jawline down to his feet. Nothing but tattoos. He's almost black. He's like navy blue. He's black and blue.
He's reverse Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's a white guy becoming
He's
black.
anti-Jackson.
He's anti-Jackson.
He's singing songs like "Stay Here," referencing "Beat It."
Yeah.
He's singing country.
He's singing what was the other song?
Thriller?
No, that's us. That's rom-com.
Yeah. Yeah, we were discussing this with Zoe and her friend the other day. What would
What happened?
anti-Jackson? Well, you don't
Yeah.
play softball with us.
Okay.
What was the other one? What was Smooth Criminal? Rocky Nerd Boy or something
Rocky
like that.
Nervo.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by truck. Wow! I love that video.
It's so good. I was talking to Zoe at like 5 a.m. last night. And we were just, I don't remember what we were talking about. I was on a happy high because it was 5 a.m. and I hadn't slept in like 12 hours at that point. And so I was just going through my I have a playlist on YouTube called Videos That Make Me Think About Life. And it's any video that makes absolutely no sense, like there's the Heavy from Team Fortress 2 and he's just like staring at his fingertips like, fingertips. Fingertips. And he like stares deeply into the camera. Fingertips. It's like a 15-second clip. It is amazing.
You have to send that to me.
I just love the this is a bucket. Dear God. there's more. No. That's the end of it.
Oh, okay.
That's the end of the video. There's more. No.
You can't leave it hanging like that, man.
Is that? I don't know what this is. Is that the same animation as the I'm at soup?
It's
animation?
similar.
It's similar. Okay.
I think the only difference is like the one I was talking about was officially made by the Team Fortress 2 people. Whereas I don't know what yours came from.
I have no idea. It was a what is it? SFM? Like it's
Yeah,
animated
that's the
bit.
same. Yeah, that's the same.
Oh.
I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean, I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Screw you.
Yeah, that video.
I love that video today.
Yeah.
It's actually, the audio is from another abridged series.
Oh, it
I
is?
found out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not a Team 4-Star abridged series, but...
I've learned a lot of the SFM videos are just animated versions of audio clips found elsewhere.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody did an SFM of like taking the Eggman audio from the Sonic trailer and using SFM footage of like a game accurate Eggman and like was reanimating it and everything. And then it just, I told you about, we've talked about this part before. It just ends with the words, "Jim Carrey will save this movie."
And you bet his bucket he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gonna.
I feel like people will be too distracted by the fact that he's not like Eggman in the games.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's too many people are going to be distracted by that to actually give him a chance.
I don't know.
And like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
because Eggman is not Jim Carrey. Like, I love Jim Carrey.
He's more like Danny DeVito. He would have been a better choice.
You're not wrong.
Who's a better small person, Danny DeVito or Peter Dinkles?
Danny DeCito.
Danny DeCito.
That's the
All
better
right, we have our answer. All right, so the cast for the Sonic movie is literally like 6, 7, 8 people.
Oh, they got a little girl. Ben Schwartz? Ben Schwartz is the voice of Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talked about it on Game Grumps.
Yeah, Ben Schwartz is Sonic, Jim Carrey is Dr. Eggman, James Marsden? Marsden is...
He was Cyclops.
Is Tom Wachowski. Is that the police guy?
Yeah.
And the other ones don't even have their title. Minivan Kid number 1 is played by Bailey Skoji. Skoji? Skoje. I'm horrible.
Norwegian name.
Yeah.
It looks Norwegian anyway.
Like, I know-
Maybe Swedish.
I know how to pronounce like Natasha Rothwell though. That's a nice name that rolls off the tongue. Natasha Rothwell.
Yeah.
I can get behind that name. She should run for president.
Oh,
Of what? Russia?
Yeah. Yeah, of course Russia. Where else would you run for president? America only has dictators.
Isn't there a Russian president? What?
What
government?
You
What
think
government does Russia use? Do they still have a czar?
No. Khazar is Caesar in Russian.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Russian president is Vladimir Putin right
Yeah,
now.
Vladimir Putin. Duh.
Okay. I don't know anything about the government systems of any nation except America.
I know
Even
England.
then-
England has. It's like, what is it? England has the Queen and the royal family, but they don't actually have power.
Yeah, they have a prime minister.
Yeah.
It's like Canada.
So the Queen and King of England are basically just kind of.
It's like
There.
Celebrities.
It's like
Yeah, they're public image.
yeah. It's like when you go to a restaurant and like you just want a hamburger, but they put garnish all around. It's like, no, I don't need that part. I don't need the hamburger.
Just the meat. Only the patty.
Just give me the patty. Just give me
Don't
America.
even cook it. I'll look at it long enough and it'll sizzle.
Yeah.
Where are you eating?
At the soup store. Come on, keep up.
I'm at soup. But no, like, I want to settle this. What hamburger joint?
I was just trying to get a metaphor.
Because I'm picturing like McDonald's or something. Like,
No.
McDonald's is too basic.
okay, so you're talking somewhere more like Eaton Park.
I was
or-
thinking of the Family Times, family restaurant. What's that called in Harrisville?
Oh, so it's like a local dinery.
Yeah,
Dinery. Same thing.
diarrhea.
Dineria.
No,
Oh,
that's Waffle House.
I had a bad case of diarrhea when I went to the W in Waffle House was burnt out, so it just said Awful House, and it was right. Yeah.
I
So-
could have also said White Castle. It would have been just as accurate.
I think I've been to a White Castle.
I'd have never been to a White Castle.
And I think I loved it.
Really?
Yeah. But it was a very long time ago.
All I know is White Castle can afford to sell products at Walmart. Waffle House cannot.
What?
Wait,
What is White Castle? I've never heard of it.
Is it an actual White Castle? Is that the building? Because it might have been a dream.
I actually don't. I have never. I think they like kind of deck them out to look like to have like tower architecture type of thing.
Yeah.
I've never been inside one. We'll just see them passing. So I've never taken a deep look.
Mm.
So possibly.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have an establishment called White Castle and you don't make it look like a White Castle, you're a failure of a businessman. You should get out of the gene pool.
Wow. That is interesting. All right, so White Castle is a hamburger restaurant joint. Its headquarters is in Columbus, Ohio, but its main presence is in the Midwest.
Nobody likes Ohio.
That's like.
I don't mean that.
That's.
Or do I?
That's like. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't your headquarters be like the central of all your locations? Because like, if you take Five Guys for example,
is Washington D.C. in the center of America?
Stop using logic that makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's just where you start, because all the car factories started in Detroit, and now China has all the cars.
Yeah.
And all the factories.
Yeah. Like Five Guys, I'm pretty sure. Let me fact check before I start spouting out nonsense. Like someone else is gonna fact check.
Never stopped me before.
Same. Like I'm pretty sure Five Guys originated from the UK.
Please tell me the
ultimate Kentucky.
Please tell me the full name of the restaurant is Five Guys at Freddy's.
No, originally it was four guys and a sister, and like they're just like, you know what? Let's just round it out, Five Guys. No, I don't actually know.
And then the sister went to California, and some things happened. And
It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. All right, its headquarters is in Virginia. It was founded in Virginia. It just moved to a different town for its headquarters. All right, so it didn't start in the UK like I thought, but it is in very many countries. That's English, right? Very many countries. It's in a lot of countries.
Luxembourg.
Like Canada, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Republic of Ireland, Kuwait.
Where is Qatar?
Qatar?
Qatar.
Yeah, Qatar, look. Q8, and why don't they spell it right?
It is Qatar.
It's one of the small.
I like their flag.
It's one of the small countries near Arabia.
Yep.
That's very small. It's like, is that France it's right around?
No, France is up here.
Okay, what is that that I'm looking at?
I think Scott's right, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It's by the Persian Gulf. Yeah, it's right next to Saudi Arabia.
Huh.
Good job, Scott.
I was homeschooled.
Wait, what's... I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but what's its capital called? Doha.
What?
D-O-H-A, Doha.
Doha. Huh.
That's the sound I make whenever I stub my toe. Doha! Anyway.
It sounds like an alien greeting, to be honest. Doha!
Yeah.
That means I'm gonna eat you in French. That's nonsense facts with Gabe. But yeah, Five Guys is in a lot more places than I thought. Like it's Spain,
How do
Saudi
Five
Arabia,
Guys run that many establishments?
Luxembourg. Like if Five Guys run around a lot. Dang.
Owner is the Merle family.
Dude, this is kind of cool. I never looked into the Wikipedia page of Five Guys. Today, all five sons, the current Five Guys, are involved. They traveled
With what?
They travel to visiting stores and oversee training. One specializes in the marquetry. One runs a bakery. Yeah. And the other ones are just off the grid. They're just not listed. Yeah, it seems like their heaviest presence is in the UK. Because, you know, more people, smaller space, it'd be easier to hit a bigger audience.
Hell. What about New York?
Well, overall, America, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and it looks like some of Europe is, like, tied. And then Sweden. They're planning to move to Sweden next. And Finland
Isn't everybody?
and such. Same.
No.
Dude, alright, so I've been watching this Swedish streamer called Linkus7. He speedruns a lot of Wind Waker, and he was talking about food over there and how cheap it is because everything's locally grown. There's nothing imported. And there's nothing added to the food. It's just very natural because of laws.
The fish are all Swedish.
And one of their pizzas over there,
Shut up, Luke.
because like everything over here is taxed. Everything's taxed amazingly with their food.
Yeah.
But over in Sweden, there's no tax. Everything's
Not that we have a problem with that or anything.
tax free. And
What
there
do you
was
mean tax free
like you just don't pay tax on food.
on food?
And so they were talking about pizza for a while, and Linkus was talking about, well, I went to America because he comes over for like gaming conventions and such, and he was talking about pizza over here. You pay like $26 for like a 12-slice pizza. You get like 2 toppings. Over there, if you paid that amount, you would get 60 toppings. It is amazingly different. But over there, they don't put as much cheese. They don't put it on as much sauce, so it's mostly just the toppings. But even still, he said if you're gonna get like a regular American pizza with like extra cheese, extra sauce, like a regular cheese pizza from America, over there's like $6 for a 12-slice. Like it's incredibly cheap, and that's a sole reason I want to go over there. It's just to get like a 60-topping pizza, just pile it on.
Are there even that many toppings?
Oh, there's
What are you putting on there? Like every meat known to man, all the vegetables in the pyramid?
Have you ever had a steak pizza?
Nah.
They're
amazing.
They're amazing. Like.
Yeah. I don't care what kind of meat you put on it, would probably taste good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but and a pizza with every meat imaginable?
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Except maybe haggis.
Yeah, maybe
don't
not
know.
haggis.
I don't know.
That's sheep intestine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not haggis.
I'd try haggis.
Have you ever tried venison on like deer venison on a pizza?
Not, because we never get deer.
Venison on pizza? That'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa makes a lot
Deer
of.
sausage on pizza
Yeah,
would be a dream.
that'd be good. I'm sorry for all of our vegans out there. Probably 6 of you, because we have probably 12 viewers. So like, it's divided in half. Mom.
Yeah.
1 in every 2 people is a vegan.
Yeah. It's because they ate the one vegan. 1 in 2 people. That's how you said it. This is where the silence comes in, and I'm proud of my own jokes.
You'll just hear like the stomp of Grimace
Yeah.
on the table in the background.
Oh yeah, Luke's holding a purple Grimace.
Little Grimace statuette. Okay, will you be able to see this?
I'll zoom in on it.
I always confuse him from the Chomper from Chuck E. Cheese.
They're very much alike because they're both purple.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes, they are.
Don't fact check me. Lenny, put it up on screen. And then for you at home, just picture it in your head. Grimace but with hair. Grimace with blonde hair like a bandana or whatever he wears.
No.
Does he wear like a ninja thing?
No, he's just like Grimace if he let himself go.
Oh yes, because if there's anything this
I meant as far as trimming his hair.
I'm gonna look this up because I'm interested.
Yeah, I
in
never memorized any of the Chuck E. Cheese characters. I knew Chucky, not the horror movie. I knew him, and I think isn't one of them a duck? Or am I thinking of the McDonald's?
There's a duck. I don't remember her name. Ducky.
I definitely never knew their names.
There's,
I knew Chucky.
I think there was 4 or 5 of them. There was the dog, the pizza guy. There's a chef.
Was there a chef?
There's a chef.
There was it?
I guarantee there was a chef.
Yeah, that feels right.
There's a chef, a dog. I'm not reading this, by the way. I'm still looking.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I never understood? At our Chuck E. Cheese's, they always played VeggieTales on the big screen.
I know.
I don't
I don't know how they got away with that.
It's a casino for kids. Why would you play VeggieTales there?
God's okay with this, kids.
Oh my, okay, he didn't have blonde hair. He had green hair, green eyebrows.
He was Hobo Barney.
He's a purple penguin, but instead of white on his belly, it's green.
I remembered him being completely purple.
Look at him. He's a Hobo Barney.
Yeah.
His name is Mr. Munch. It's very suiting.
Yeah.
See,
Mr.
yeah.
Munch. Now that's definitely a FNAF character.
Oh, the duck was a chicken. Her name was Helen Henny. That is stupid. So yeah, you got Chucky, you got Helen Henny, you got Mr. Munch, Jasper T. Jowls, the dog.
The other 2 pictures haven't loaded in.
Scrat. What was Scrat?
Scrat. It's actually
It's
the
Scrat.
chipmunk, the squirrel from Ice Age.
It 100% is Scrat.
Why is he there?
And then the
Mario.
pizza guy. Yeah, Mario, but pizza.
The chef, yeah.
I actually found out Chuck E. Cheese is actually birth given name that they released like a birth certificate for is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Wait,
Like that's what the E stands
That's
for.
like Sonic's real name.
so if this was a council table, you have 2 rats. Like, don't you think it's a little biased? You got Scrat and Chuck. It sounds wrong referring to him as Chuck. Feels like blasphemy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that worse than calling him Chucky?
I don't
When
know.
there's a widely known horror franchise
Quite-
where the killer is with a new installment coming out.
Oh,
with
is there a
Mark-
new one?
yeah, they're making a new one, and Mark Hamill's the voice of Chucky.
Huh.
He could do it well.
Yeah.
He's basically just doing the Joker.
Yeah.
Like I've watched the trailer. Aubrey Plaza's in it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the famous white man? Please tell me he's
Why
black.
is she in a horror movie? She can only make one face.
Do you not remember who Aubrey Plaza is?
Goo.
She's
No.
April from not South Park. Dang it, Parks and Rec.
No, South Park. North Park. Yeah. North Park.
Yeah, she's April Ludgate.
Oh, okay. I don't recognize...
She has that, like... The only way I think it would work for her in a horror movie is if she was the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the face she makes.
Or if she was like the most unamused person ever in a horror movie. Like she's the person that wants to die but doesn't.
I think she's like the mom of the kid.
Okay.
Is she that old already?
She's... I think she's 30-something.
There's no way.
I mean, I
not
guess you can
sure.
be a mom a lot younger.
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
can.
that's true.
I could be a mom.
See, some of my friends are getting, engaged. And it's weird. Zoe's friend has a wedding this year.
Wow.
She's younger than me.
I've got friends who are married and are having kids.
Yeah, Joyce had her kid.
Joyce had her kid. One of my friends from Speech is
Yeah,
pregnant.
but like, I'm talking kids younger than me. Like,
Oh.
I have some. One of,
Aren't Hunter and
She's not pregnant, but they've been married.
but
for a while.
they are married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I'm 19, so like I don't even want to think about it quite yet. But like, I don't.
I'm ready.
I've been watching too many videos. I want a kid at some point. Like I want a family
Oh, yeah.
someday.
Sure.
Like have you guys seen the video? Like the dad is like has his daughter and they're like dancing in front of the mirror and they're both lip syncing to this Maroon 5 song.
No.
It is.
For the longest time.
It is. I am not even exaggerating. The cutest thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen, and it just it makes my heart go. You want that?
Well, you can look on the bright side. You could always just kidnap the girl.
I'm not.
All right.
Only Gabe could make us talking about wanting families. Gabe do a
Yeah.
kidnapping
Gabe wants to be a
joke.
parent so he can control his kids.
100%. That's the reason dads exist.
That's right.
Is to troll the children.
Yeah.
At least that's why my dad used to.
I like your dad.
Yeah. My dad's someone that I would hang out with quite a bit.
Oh,
Because I'm
oh,
a
yeah.
mini version of him.
Yeah. Mini Keith.
Yeah, your dad's.
Oh my gosh.
What just
Yeah.
happened?
Have you heard of Mini Quiche? Mini Keith.
I'm slamming the grimace. I'm slamming the grimace.
You gotta deal with two of us today.
Tell the people what my favorite joke of your dad's.
Oh, the one about the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right, so my dad told me this one joke, and it's probably my favorite thing he's ever said. And no, we're not feminists and we're not racist, but we like to
You mean
pretend we are.
sexist. We're not feminists.
No, we're not female, but dude, I can do my nails.
That's right.
Call back to my former role of Lance.
With glory days.
Yeah,
Oh,
back
yes.
my golden days.
The great Lance.
Like how long ago was it? 5 months ago.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The golden days. It was sometime this year. But my dad told me this one joke. It was 3 years ago, so it stuck with me. It was So Scott, why don't women wear watches?
Well, why, Dad Gabe?
Dad gave. Grandpa Phil.
Grandpa?
It's because there's a clock on the stove. Duh.
So terrible.
So awful. But that's something you don't expect from the person you admire most. Like,
What was the one you said the other day? It was like,
Oh,
my dishwasher broke, so I married a new one.
yeah, it's such a nice one-liner. You can throw it out there, and it might go over some people's heads. But
This is where everyone who's watching this goes whoop, just gone.
or we regain who we've lost.
That's right.
Because it has been like 50 minutes or so. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
We haven't even gotten to what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, it's weird how that happened.
That's okay.
It's weird how it'd be like that when it do.
That's right.
But I don't know if life be like that.
Oh, but like, in reality, it do. That's probably my favorite quote ever.
It's pretty
People
awesome.
don't always think it be like it is, but it do.
Yeah.
Well,
There's, there's one
Neil
meme-
deGrasse Tyson.
No,
it's not.
It's not. It's a black baseball player. It was.
From like the 30s.
I'm pretty sure it was an interview. I could be 100% wrong, but this is what the story I was told, so I'll choose to believe it. It was he was in an interview talking about, him being one of the first African American baseball players, and him being more well known for that. He was asked, how does he feel about, the movement of more and more African American players being introduced into the Major League Baseball system in America. And he's like, some people think it be like it is, but it do. And then they moved on from that topic. Like, it was just the most serious topic ever. And then he throws that one-liner out there, and everyone just doesn't know what to do with it.
Oh my gosh. What if in Martin Luther King's I Had a Dream speech, he just threw that line in there?
The only thing we have to fear is it being like it when it do.
That's not.
Is that someone else?
Yeah, that's Teddy Roosevelt's speech.
Is it?
No.
What? The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
That's FDR.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
I don't know my history. Like, anything BG is not before the Bee Gees.
I'm good with
You're
history.
just staying alive.
I'm good with history right up until the year 1812.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened in 1812?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's some disagreement.
I think some people fought for a little bit, but
Yeah, it was some guy in Canada with a picket sign. I'm a little upset.
Sorry!
Sorry.
I'm sorry to say this, but
I'm a bit peeved.
You know why Canadians are so peaceful up in like rallies and such? It's because hockey exists. No fights are allowed in there. So when you got a disagreement up there, you just drop the
you
gloves
just
and go at it.
challenge them to a hockey game.
Yeah. Oh, what movie was it? Oh, what was it called?
Mighty Ducks?
No, it was a different one. It wasn't Slapshot either. Slapshot's a gem, but
I have not seen that.
The animated Mighty Ducks?
no, it was
Duck Dodgers?
it was like
Donald Duck?
Goon. It was called Goon, and it took hockey.
With Sloth?
What?
Where they go in the attic and they find the treasure map?
No, that's.
I haven't seen that movie and I know what you're referencing.
I have seen it. It's not.
I've seen
as
bits.
bad.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I hate it.
Really?
I hated it, honestly.
No, it's called Goon. I'd recommend it. I don't. If you're a hockey fan, if you're not a hockey fan, I wouldn't watch it. But basically, in hockey there's people called enforcers. They basically go up and they do the dirty work in front of the net, like irritating the goaltender and such, and dropping the gloves with people that make cheap shots. And so there was something called, I think it was called Bloodbath, where it was hockey, but there wasn't a puck. It was just fist fights. Which that
Isn't that called MMA?
But on ice. It's like
MMA
Disney.
on ice.
MMA on ice. It's like Disney, but it's not. No. Yeah, it was an interesting. It was an interesting development because
Wait, isn't it like an alternate universe or something? Or
no,
it's just
it's like I think it's called Blood. It's not Blood Bowl. It's something to do with blood. But the Goon, it's like a certain payout. It's like you get like $8,000 or something like that if you win. It's like a battle royale, just fist fights.
Huh.
And so, most of the plot of Goon is his girlfriend worried about his well-being, and then him going behind her back to take part in the Blood Bowl or whatever it is.
The Bloodborne.
And then eventually, I think he ends up winning it. I don't remember. And then I don't remember the entire plot, but I think she breaks up with him because of that. And then he goes through like the midlife crisis of the aftermath of it.
Jeez.
Well, I hope she came up with a good way to break the ice.
Fuck you.
Let me bleep that out. Believe in the piece, so like you know it wasn't a swear word.
Right.
Put subtitles in it. Put subtitles in so we know the word that we bleeped out. But edit that part out also, because you already did it, so it doesn't make sense me telling you to do the thing you already did. But Luke's living 5 minutes in the future, so it's all good.
That's right.
So he's relived this like 3 times now. That's how time works, right?
Let's move on, please.
All right. You want to play our annual game of wine or cheese?
No.
Do you want to play our annual
I don't
game?
think we're desperate enough for wine or cheese yet.
No, every episode we're going to play wine or cheese.
I'd rather...
That feels like it should be something that's more, like, scarce.
No. Wine or cheese every episode. I will play with myself if I have to.
Oh, maybe don't phrase it that way, Gabe.
I will play with myself on camera
saying
if
this.
I have to.
Stop saying these things. We're gonna get blacklisted.
You can't make me.
Watch.
Mouthwash?
I said I will watch. Alright, just don't pick me.
Alright, Scout, wind your cheese.
Jeez.
Alright, so you're alone in the forest. You have a wheel of cheese. You're feeling a bit hungry. Would you like to eat the cheese?
No.
Alright, so you're standing there in the forest naked with your wheel of cheese. What would you like to do? You see a pathway forward, and there's arrows pointing down the path. Would you like to follow the path?
Let's not visualize any of this, please. Let's just move on.
He's very much not in clothing.
Well, I strut down the path.
Alright, you find clothing on the side of the road. Would you like to put it on? Feeling very exposed to the wilderness.
I'll put on the socks.
Alright, you put on the socks, but you put them on your ears so you look like an elephant. And you continue down the path, rolling your wheel of cheese in front of you. You find a cave that's very dark and gloomy. You feel the urge to want to go inside the cave. Would you like to go inside?
Scott, there's probably bears.
Yeah, I am bear. No, I would not.
Alright, so you continue down the path and you come up to an open field. You see a bunch of dark shadows crossing across the field. Would you like to go up and try to ride one of them?
What are the shadows shaped like?
Blobs. Black objects.
Sure.
Alright, so you run up and jump on the back of a bear. You continue to ride it down a path. You happen up, it finally throws you off of its back and you land at the foot of a cottage. You've lost the socks you were wearing on your ears and the bears have taken your wheel of cheese. Would you like to go inside the cottage, or would you like to turn around and walk back out to the meadow?
I swear to you, if the cottage has a bear in it.
I go inside the cottage.
You go inside the cottage and see 3 bears sitting at a table. They were the same bears that threw you off their back.
Well, I was wrong. There wasn't a bear inside.
Yeah. So now there's a bear Scott inside, along with 3 bears slicing and dicing your cheese up. You feel angry because they have betrayed you and took your only food source. And now your stomach is rumbling, you're very thirsty, and now you're angry at bears. What would you like to do? Would you like to stab them with the wheel of cheese?
It's sharp cheddar.
It is very sharp cheddar.
Yes, I would.
Alright, so you stab all 3 bears with the sharp cheddar, but you do not penetrate skin because it is cheese.
This game.
But instead, the bears very forcefully, kind of pick you up by your feet and force feed the sharp cheddar into your mouth. The full wheel of cheese is now inside of you. Whether it went in one way or the other, you will not know.
But
they fed it through your ears, is what I'm saying.
But I'm lactose intolerant.
Alright, well, you lactose and now you're tolerant. So now, you have no clothing, you have no socks. The cheese is inside of your ears, you are deaf. You have no toes on your feet anymore. And you're standing in a room with 3 hungry bears. Would you like to run away? Would you like to hug the bears and try to talk it out? Or would you like to ask for mercy?
I feel like anything you choose ends in death at this point.
Don't spoil it.
Alright, I run outside, but I climb the house and up onto the roof.
Alright, you run outside butt naked. You climb onto the top of the roof. Little did you know, the bears had a hatch that let them walk up onto the roof. So now you're on the roof, naked, deaf, without toes, as well as just kind of up on the roof, just hanging out with 3 bears. They're still quite mad because they have no more food.
Which is their fault in hindsight.
Which is their fault because they kind of shoved it into your earlobe. Just one of them. I'm changing the story. Just go with it. Just roll with it like Johnny from Hotel Transylvania. And so now you're on the roof. You're with the 3 bears. Would you like to jump off the roof, or would you like to try to hug it and talk it out?
I'm making this soldier do inhuman things to his glutes.
It's a good thing no one can see that.
I would like to hug it out.
Alright, so you start hugging it out. Little did you know that the bears have superhuman strength and are
They're
also
bears!
Well, obviously, like I've said that multiple times.
The level of their strength when compared to a human.
Is super.
Yes!
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
my
so
point.
what you're saying is they are bears.
I've said that multiple times. Yes, we've covered the
But
situation.
you don't have to specify superhuman strength.
But they are bears. I feel like I have to.
No, you don't. The very
what-
fact that they are bears automatically insinuates that they have superhuman strength.
Since when?
It's just the fact that they're bears.
Yeah, he's mentioned that several times.
All right, so you start hugging it out with one of the bears. You kind of get absorbed into its fur, and you're lost forever. Little did you know that was a gateway to Narnia. So now you are in Narnia, on a winter wonderland, deaf, without toes, and naked. As you slowly freeze, you see smoke on the distance. Would you like to follow the smoke trail?
Yes.
All right, you follow the smoke trail for days. As you slowly frost out, you notice something. That wasn't a smoke trail, it was just a very dark cloud. In reality, you've been walking in circles for 3 days straight.
The cloud's going in a circle?
Yes.
Okay, it's Narnia.
Yeah, it is Narnia.
Also known as Canada.
Yes, as well as Canada doesn't exist.
It's only Narnia.
It's only Narnia. And so, I'm realizing now that I could have this story going forever, and I do not know how I want to end this. And so you continue on the path, and you finally get to this wooden hovel that's kind of built inside this hillside.
Mm.
So it's like a hobbit home.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chimney coming out the top, and there's smoke coming out of it.
Mm.
Would you like to knock on the door or just walk inside?
I would like to knock on the door.
You walk inside. There's a giant pot in the middle of the room, with a little old lady stirring it with the broomstick. With the bottom end of a broomstick, like how Patrick sweeps the floors at the Krusty Krab. But instead of sweeping the floors, he's sweeping the cauldron. It is Patrick Star inside, not an old woman. I've decided to change the story. And so,
Okay.
Would you like to talk to it? Would you like to drink the soup? Or would you like to leave?
C.S. Lewis just rolled in his grave.
So yeah, I walk in and I ask if this is Narnia.
You start drinking the soup. Alright, so you ask if this is Narnia, and she replies yes.
It's during the Patricia phase.
Yes.
I guess.
Oh, wait. We're going to change it to Patrick. Alright, so Patricia says yes. It is Narnia.
Okay.
So now with that information, would you like to leave, ask more questions, or drink the soup?
I would like to ask for the soup.
You ask for the soup. Patricia gives you the soup. It is filled with like a green ominous coming out of the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell. Would you like to drink the soup?
Dang, now I want Taco Bell.
Would you like to make Patricia drink the soup? Would you like to force feed Patricia the soup? Would you like to force feed yourself the soup?
That one.
You force feed yourself the soup, and as it sinks to the bottom of your stomach, you realize it was liquid boulder that is now solidified in your stomach, and you are dying slowly.
Wait, is that what happened to Patrick's rock?
Yes.
He brought it up to Earth?
That's what happens whenever you win the snail races. You get boiled down in the soup. Just be thankful it wasn't Gary. So now having liquid...
Isn't that just what happens in France?
Yes. The smell of the liquid boulder now attracts bears. Bears are behind you. Would you like to try to unwedge the cheese from your ears and offer it as a sacrifice, or would you like to run away?
Sacrifice.
You sacrifice the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you sacrifice the cheese.
Patricia.
You throw the cheese at them, it just angers them. Oh my. They start ripping off your arm. Oh no, they gave it, alright, so you fight ferociously for your arm back, but oh my. They give you your arm back, but it's not where it originally was attached. And so you're kind of not alive anymore.
This is not the first time he's done this, by the way.
Yeah, he's very excited about this.
Yes, very much so.
Because the first place we did this was at our buddy's graduation.
It's a 12-minute segment of
Nice.
Bonnie Cheese.
nice segue, Scott. I'm actually not even joking. That was a good segue.
Thank you very much. So,
Do you want to hold off on this for episode 2? We've been going at this for an hour.
no. I mean, there are 3-hour podcasts
Yeah, but
that I listen to.
like, I don't. How long do you want an episode to be?
I don't care. This is the first try.
Yeah, but like, every podcast I've listened to has been about an hour long.
Yeah,
50
a lot
minutes
of them are.
to hour 10.
Mhm.
Like, I think Gus Johnson's is right around that timestamp, and then Triforce is right around there.
All right.
Rooster Teeth's maximum is usually 2 hours. Sometimes 3.
All right.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of detail for this. We could just cut it off here and then
Yeah,
start
cut
episode
cut
two.
this piece off.
Right.
Yeah, the first place that Gabe.
No, we got to do like an outro.
No, I'm gonna tease it.
Oh, it's fine.
The first place that Gabe did this wine or cheese game was at our buddy's graduation, which is a story that I love so much, and that we will tell you that next time on the thing that we're doing.
Yes, the dump pod.
The dump pod.
Dump pod.
I didn't agree to
The
that
Podumb.
name.
The Podumb?
Yeah.
The Podumb.
The pod dumb.
That actually works a lot better. Alright, the Podumb.
The bottom.
The bottom of the sea. This is the letter C.
We are the hole at
There's
the bottom of the sea.
there's a-holes at the bottom of the sea.
Alright, I'm Gabe.
And I'm not.
And I'm your worst nightmare.
And this has been the Podumb. We'll see you
The
next time.
bottom of the sea.
The bottom of the sea. Alright, it's next time. Hello.
No, we want a better intro than that, don't you?
Nice. We didn't do an intro for the first one.
We tried to, and
Yeah,
then I
you tried
interrupted
to,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.